cracking?
Not much.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
We're only 45 minutes delayed. I figured I'd just buy it today, you know. I just wing it like that. That's a good family. There she is.
All right, guys, I'm over here at Koven Carlson's house. He's got quite the renovation going on this fall. Today's August 30th. It's actually, temps have really cooled down over the last several weeks. So fall renovations, fall overseatings are probably going to start a little bit earlier for us this year. But I'm going to kind of take you through what we're going to start working on today, what his plans are for mainly the front yard and some of the side yards. But he's got a bigger undertaking, and I'm going to try to see how much I can actually help him and get things going. So let's just go through the front lawn and show you guys what we're working with right now.
All right, so this is a combination of everything. I couldn't really put my thumb on what's in here, but anyway, so we're going to till all this stuff up right here. Not till it up, we're gonna use a sod cutter to cut all this sod out and plant it in miscellaneous other areas of my lawn. And then gonna grade it, or till it up, grade it, level it, and seed it. So that's the plan.
So this is the front yard. He's got, you said you have a combination of different seeds in here. You said you overseeded with some elite seed, but it's really a mixture of different bluegrasses, rye, fescue, and those types of things.
Yeah, basically, and that's only from just because I've been learning the ropes and screwing things up as I go. It's throwing stuff down, failing, throwing something else down, failing, and it's looking pretty good right now. It's not bad for what it is.
And your parkway or house strip's really what you kind of feature the most.
Yeah, this is my test area to figure out if I wanted to make Bewitch or Mazama, and the verdict is Mazama, of course. It's thinned out quite a bit but that's because of my own cultural and maintenance practices. There's some dye up here, but you'd see in my other health strip over there, that was seeded in the spring. It's actually doing fantastic, and it's probably the result because I've been ignoring that by and large way more than over here. So don't over apply stuff and don't push the temperature limits is my self-taught lesson.
So he's got a mixture of topsoil and sand. I think you said it's about 1-to-1 ratio.
No, it's 2 parts topsoil, 1 part sand.
Okay. So you can see he's got a pretty good shortcut. Koven real mows his lawn. He uses a McLean. And like he said, this front section right here is a mixture of kind of bluegrass, rye, some fescue. He's just been kind of learning the ropes and kind of learning things as he goes in this front yard. So it's not, a mono stand or anything like that. And that's what he's working towards, is making his entire front yard a mono stand. He's actually using Mazama and kind of going from there. So the first course of business right now is just to be cutting up this sod, transplanting it, and then preparing this seed bed. So let's get into this, guys.
Is that hot? Oh, is that the gas tank?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that freaked me out, man.
All right, guys, that's so I have to leave, unfortunately, but we got the front yard completely sod cutted, or not cutted, with the sod cutter. And I wanted to show you guys something that Koven and I were finding, because when we cut the side yard and we're trying to roll that sod up, it was just crumbling and falling apart. But then when we did the front yard, we were noticing the much different quality of the grass and what like a good root structure in a dense, grass turf looks like. So, this pretty much pulls up like carpeting, and it stays together, it doesn't fall apart, and you can easily roll that up nice and tight, just like you would, literally like carpet. Roots are really strong. You don't know how deep they are because they obviously cut the roots, because there's probably a lot of root mass in the soil itself, but you're going to see what a dense root mass and what a dense turf will do. It all sticks together. Whereas over here on the side, so this is a side yard where, it doesn't get nearly as much attention as the front. And if I try to pick up this piece, it just kind of starts crumbling, and it doesn't peel up like like carpeting like the front does. This is another good example right here. It just crumbles apart, and it doesn't have this area, which was much thinner. It's not nearly as dense, but it just doesn't roll up nearly as pretty. You can kind of see that. So pretty interesting stuff. So we took some of the sod and we were filling back down here. This is an area that Koven just wants to throw some of his sod in on the side area here, just let it kind of be. Let's see if it takes. If it doesn't, no big deal. But we had to stop that because we realized we needed to return the sod cutter by 3 p.m. I'm glad I got to come help Koven a little bit. I hope I was more of a help than a distraction. I wish I could be here to see the complete end of this project, because it's going to be really cool to see all this seeded and everything and nice and level, and it's going to turn out great because he's doing all Mozama mono stand on the front yard. This is going to be a really cool project to see kind of transform. Koven's channel's link will be in the description below, so he'll be providing much more video footage of all this. So do go check his channel out, subscribe, like, comment, all that fun social media stuff. But this was a fun project to come help Koven today. I'm glad I was able to come out. Glad I have a fellow lawn care nut here in St. Louis. And anyway, we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for stopping by, and I'm Ben the Lawn Guardian. I'll see you in the next video.